In this video, I'm gonna show you how you can actually pass an account in one day. Also played options today, right? Had 1000% on a short, made about 22 grand and 0 DTE options today. What's up, prop trading? I'm sick and it's hard to talk. We're gonna get through this video, guys. I actually have a cold right now, so I'm super nasally and it's hard for me to talk without coughing, but we're gonna get through it. My name is Forrest, I invest in stuff. I am a funded trader with Apex. In this video, I'm gonna show you how you can actually pass an account in one day. Today was an abnormal day, it was an outsized day. JPOW was talking today. The price action was perfect. So I'm gonna walk you through start to finish exactly what things you need to actually look for so that you can maximize your returns on a day like today. In general, when you're trading, there's a few things that you want to do, right? You want to have a good profit target. You want to have rules around time in the market, right? So trading the mornings versus the afternoon, and you want to have rules around risk related to both of those things, right? So if I hit my profit target or if we're in the afternoon, I want to reduce my risk. Now, on days where you have exceptionally good price action, you need to extract as much value from the market as you can, right? If there's an A trade, then you have to take the trade. So I'm going to show you a lot of really good trades today. I'll actually explain what I saw. I actually missed the open. My first trade on the day was actually a short, so we'll walk through that. But first, let me tell you what I trade. So I am a futures trader. I trade ES and NQ futures, and I spent a lot of time on NQ today. Because I'm sick, I'm not gonna walk through each and every individual trade. I'll talk about a lot of them. I also played options today, right? Had 1000% on a short, made about 22 grand and 0 DTE options today, which is outsized, return. That's not normal. If you're new here, it's the first video you see of mine. I don't make that much money every single day, right? Some days I make like $100. My average P&L is like $500, right? So today was truly an outsized day, but still a really good day to learn from and talk about, because we have these events honestly on a pretty consistent basis, right? At least once a month, we have a day like this where you can really bump your P&L. So let's go ahead, look at the screen and jump into it. Let's look at ES, because ES was kind of our guiding target. Actually, we're gonna look at ES and NQ because both of these together actually gave some amazing signals. So ES is the 15-minute, NQ the 15-minute. We'll go ahead and full screen these for now. And let's go back to 9 a.m. So we'll hit the replay button and let's go ahead and look here. Wish I could replay these at the same time, actually. But anyways, it's 9 a.m., right? 9:45, market opens. You see that there was this opening channel here. We had this opening channel, big volume shelf over here. So there's two things you want to look for in general, right? This is the visible range volume profile, right? I can show you the indicator, VR, VP, configured. I've changed the colors just to make it easier on the eyes. A visible range volume profile, and I mix that with the session volume profile. We do that a lot in our Discord, guys, right? So a lot of the prices and why we're able to snipe price action so well every single day because of the volume profile, right? So it's reading the formation of the candles and looking at where volume is accumulating, right? So we can see here, if you're not familiar with this, that there is some clear low value areas, right? So there's a low amount of value here, a low amount of value here, and look at where the market is ranging, right? It's ranging here on the extremity of the day, and then it bounced off of here, right? It bounced off of here, and then we have kind of a cliff down here, right? Cool stuff. So we'll walk through the market. Next candle comes, we come down, we bounce off the value area low, come up, changes the value area a bit. Okay, first big red candle, huge red candle, right? This is the 10 o'clock candle. Anytime you have a data candle or a big candle like this, as a rule of thumb, you want to fade that candle. So a lot of people will trade this candle. They will try to go short on this candle. I don't do that. I never do that. I never trade into the first move. I always fade the move because it's a lot easier, right? We're approaching this liquidity area. If we zoom out and go to say like the 4-hour something, we could look at and see where it's at the time, but we'll go back to the 50 because we're in replay mode. So we want to fade this candle. Next candle comes in, comes down. We get a little bit closer to the bottom area. We put in this doji. So this is a higher volume doji. So at this point, I'm starting to look for long. Starting to look for longs in this price area. But I am looking for, we have this 345 low liquidity sweep. But in general, I'm looking to fade this move. So I want to get a confirmation or completion of the move. Comes down. So we have 1, 2, 3 candles. I went one candle too far. We had a high volume bottom wick. This is a very aggressive bottom wick here, right? Look at the length of this candle. So in these 3 candles, we went up, came down. We went up, came down. In this candle, we went down, came up, and almost engulfed these other candles, right? So this is my buy signal. At this point, I'm 100% in. I may have been in down here with a wide stop. My stop is a little bit past the 345 low. But this is by far retest of this VAL. We had a ton of people. You could get in anywhere in this area, and honestly, you're chilling. So from this area to POC, look for POC. POC to, or actually the POC is down here at this point in time, either VWAP or you want to look at some median as a price target, right? So since we're at the POC, honestly, that's kind of a little worrisome, right? You could be thinking downside continuation at this time. I know how the day played out now, but that's cheating, right? At this time, I'd be a little bit concerned about downside continuation and I would just get out at VWAP, right? So let's just say best entry VAL to VWAP, you're getting 13.25 points. 13.25 points, if you're trading 2 ES, that is going to be 1,300 bucks. Easy, you could do that on just about any of the accounts. This keeps going, price action happens. So this candle, this is where I actually first got into the market. This trade here, or wait, no, I sat down at 12:30. Yeah, this long, sorry, I'm sick and it's been a long day. I take a lot of trades today. This first trade here, I'm actually getting live messages from Sol. Sol's an amazing trader, by the way. One of the best, probably like day trade scalpers ever met. He's in our Discord. If you want to see how he does it every single day, join the Discord. There's links and all that somewhere, right? So this was the first trade here that I took. This second trade here, look at this, guys. This fade, so we kind of missed it on the 15 and already finished, but once we come up here on the shorter time frames, you want to fade this move. We can see this here. So I actually took this short on NQ. This short printed, right? I actually did just a 4 NQ short here, or sorry, 4 MNQ short. So 1 MNQ is $2 per contract, 2 times 4 is 8, right? So I'm getting $8 per point. And if we look at the size of this move on the NQ chart, this fade here, this is a 117 point candle. Plenty of opportunity there, guys, in just that one trade. 8 times 100 is 800. Simple math. At this point in the market, what do you see? All right, so let's get rid of this. What do you see, right? It looks like we're starting to do this expand motion. So we come down, I called live, I said, okay, we came down back to the mean, back to the POC. We're probably gonna sweep the lows, right? We're gonna sweep the liquidity area lows, and I wanna get rid of my POC for now. Getting rid of the POC on this. I'm looking for us to sweep the lows, to sweep this area. So we came up here, I want us to sweep this area. Very normal for day-to-days, right? Anytime we have day-to-days, news days, whatever, where we do a high sweep, we did a high sweep. Why is it a sweep? It's a sweep because we went up and we pulled back. We swept it. We didn't push. We didn't come up here. And you see that there's a low value area here. We didn't start to build value here, right? We did not build value there at all. We came up and we came back down inside this one candle. So I'm looking for downside. So we actually did a retest high, exact same price action in the next 15 minutes. And now we're looking for a low sweep. Oh, and I messed it up, but it played out, right? So we did that low sweep. Let's get rid of this. Let's go back to here. So that next candle came here, low sweep. Perfect sweep of the lows here, right? At that point is where I drew this line. We're actually approaching this 43.12. These horizontal lines I've had essentially all day. And at this point in the market, this is what I called out in the Discord. I said, okay, now you're just looking to take trades at the extremes, guys. We have a very, very big range. We're looking for these areas here, this area here. We're looking for VAH, VAL, and we're looking for these standard deviations, the greens, right? So VWAP in blue and the standard deviation bands on VWAP. So there's like 3 targets each side to take a trade off of, and we're watching both of these charts at the same time to determine when we should take a trade, right? So let's look at another trade here, maybe a possible retest. So we might have to go to a shorter time frame here. Let's go to a shorter time frame and try and find a area where we bounced off of like VAH, VAL, you know, that was a data candle, right? Let's see what happened down here. So after this touch here, so we swept that lows, we took the long, we came up into, let's go to the 5 minute here. So let's just look at this price consolidation here. So at this time in the market, we're at the VAH on NQ at 15,100 and we're at the VAH on ES at 43.56. For both of these, we did not do a clean sweep of the highs. So we're in this area. It was not a clean sweep. And so this is where execution matters so much as a trader, because these are not necessarily easy trades. They're clear in retrospect. It's very clear, but they're not easy in time, right? If we look at how many points this is on NQ, that's 17 points. ES, you're looking at 5 points. So you're looking at least 17 or 5 points to draw down, unless you get in on one of these candles. And if you get in on the first one, you're looking at, 15 minutes of wait time before the price even comes down. If you catch this trade though, from here down to, you can exit at POC, 22 points, or all the way back to POC down here at 43.30, 32 points, right? Very easily could have passed an account today with 2 ES. That's $3 grand. That's a ton of money. I mean, we were printing money today. I made a lot of money today. I'm still in a swing put, actually. I'm getting a message about that right now. Swing positions are doing exceptionally well. So that is that trade. This trade here is an example of an A trade, in my mind, that is harder to execute on, right? So just because a trade is an A trade doesn't mean that it's easy to execute on. It just means that it's a very clear trade. So at this time, I'm expecting, we had a megaphone. I'm expecting a little bit tighter price action, right? So we put in a lower high, rejection coming down. On the macro, we take a look at the 1 day on ES, right? Let's get rid of the session, volume profile, whoops, visible range we can leave on, get rid of the session, and we'll get rid of VWAP for now. On the 1 day, you can see that we have a high volume red candle. Previous day, we had a high volume red candle. So on the macro, based off of yesterday, off of this candle right here, I was expecting downside continuation. So based off of my expectation of downside continuation on the shorter time frame, this makes sense. I should be looking for a short. I should definitely be looking for a short, right? If we put in a new high, that would be worrisome after this high-low sweep. So we did this high sweep here, low sweep here. For my narrative to make sense, I would expect a lower high with an extension lower, and that's exactly what we got. We read the price action like a freaking book. Today, guys, it was an amazing day. So I'm gonna keep this video short overall, just because I am sick and I'm not able to hold these coughs in anymore. We did call all this out live. Recap, I really wanna recap this just so this is clear. A lot of different ideas in this video. So one is you have to have a plan. You have to have a narrative for the day based off of the macro. My macro narrative, we'll go back to the 1 day, was downside continuation based off of an increase in volume on the previous day. So we had this increase in volume, red, looking for continuation. I'm looking at the visible range volume profile. I'm looking for a low value area on the daily, which is what we got. So we can zoom out here. We can see that the next low value area on the daily is actually down here at 42.40. This is our macro target. That's our macro target. Cool. So we go back to the shorter time frame. We have Powell talking. It does a crazy candle up, rejects, another crazy candle up, rejects. We put in the lower high, and this lower high basically says, okay, I'm looking for at least reversion to the mean in this low value area, or I'm looking for, once we get below this low value area, all the way to the bottom of this shelf. We got to 43.12. We punched through it. Once we punched through this, had this candle formation. We're looking at downside continuation. This candle formation right now, this will be a little treat for you guys. We'll see if I'm right after this video comes out. But this here is more downside continuation candle formation, right? It's kind of an ovally pattern. We'll see. This is aftermarket, so I am kind of expecting a little bit of retracement. We'll see how that happens. But in general, this looks like downside continuation candles. We'll end the video there though. I hope that was helpful, guys. Today was an amazing day. If you're an Apex trader, if you're curious about using Apex or other funded trader program companies, today is a great day to actually pass your accounts on. Even if you don't pass in 1 day, right? You easily could have made 4 figures trading light leverage. Even minis, you 100% can make $1,000 trading minis on days like today. And you should really, really be patient and be a sniper in the market on days like today. But you have to execute, guys. You have to execute as a trader on the trades that matter most. So executing doesn't mean trying to get all of the trades in here and in here and in here. It's about getting this one right here. And it's about getting this one right here. And those are really the 2 big trades of the day. This one right here that we talked about, 3 big trades of the day. Getting those trades on a day like this will have a huge outsized impact on your P&L as a trader. In the rest of your days, you can have, you know, about an average P&L. It'll make up for some of your red days. I promise, guys. So don't be afraid to lean in on good days. The opposite side of that, when the price action is not clear, if it's not clear to you, regardless of what other traders are having, be okay with taking a step back, because what you want to do is you want to have money to lean in on the days when it's good. In any case, my name is Forrest. I invest in stuff. You should too. See you in the next video. Peace.